Okay, so here we are with our supplies. This is my white square tile, my black 01 micron, 08 micron, pencil and stub. So these are our supplies for today's session. This is string number 64. So it's a beautiful string. So let's get started. It starts with a half circle that kind of goes like this, and make sure it's more like a U, kind of falls down like this. Okay, so let's do that, and we're gonna repeat this and like this. So we did this on all four sides. Now we're going to mark a center somewhere here. Now we're going to connect these as well, like that. Okay, so we have this star kind of a finish. So this is our string. So all I did was made this half circle on all four sides and then found center points and then connected that also like that in a curved fashion. So that is our string. Now let's get started with the project. So here I am going to actually make double lines. So let's see. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out another set of another lines. So this would kind of make it look like a border. So we want this space here. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on these lines. So this is going to go behind like this. Okay, so this is our final string that we're going to work with. Okay, so now let's start with our first tangle, which is we're going to do Kiko here. In this section, we're going to fill this whole thing with Kiko. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to start off. Okay, maybe I'll first ink this so that we don't get confused. So I'm going ahead and ink this first. Okay, so let's do Kiko. So Kiko goes like this. It's like a weave, and okay, so usually it is straight lines, but I just wanted to have fun, so I'm gonna make some wavy lines and not so perfect lines. Usually we maintain the number of lines that we do, but here we're just going to have fun. So we're going to alternate between straight and vertical lines like this in small bands. So this creates this lovely weave effect. So you can make straight lines if you wish, but I think this would be fun to make a slightly wavy line, slightly not so perfect lines. Okay, now this is super long, so I am going to just change the direction here and make it go this way. So we're not really being very particular here. Okay, so let's see, let's do this now. So ideally, the cross lines aren't there. It's only horizontal and vertical lines. But we're going to change that just so we can have that connected finish. Right. So we want everything to kind of be tightly packed. Okay, so now that Kiko is done here, I'm just going to go back and add some weights in random places like that, just about here and there, just to make it more interesting. So it's a good way to cover up any mistakes if it already made. So just randomly here and there, I'm just going to kind of go about and give some depth, or rather weights. So these are called weights. Okay, so here it is all done. I've added some weights all around. Now let's get to these sections here. So here we're gonna do lands. So it starts like this. We start with a circle and maybe an order line to that, and then we start off with our petals. So we start with the center one, and then we go ahead and add on the sides, so then adjusting depending upon how much space you have. So I'm going to go ahead do that here. So right now I'm only doing the 4 corners. I plan to do something else here. So let's see how that goes. So do it only in the corners right now. Okay, and then of course we're going to go back in and add some circles there. Okay, so I'm adding black in there. Okay, so here, these 4 sections, I want to do Moonpie, so I'm going to start this way. Okay, so we're going to do this on all 4 sides. Okay, so let's see how we fix this. Okay, so now that we're done with all 4 corners, or rather 8 corners, now let's get to the borders that we have made out. So on the outer set of border, the bands that's going on the outer sides, we're going to do this tangle called switching. So it's a very simple tangle. So it goes like this. You wrap it around, and then it goes from here. You start again, and this goes like this. So you're going to keep switching this with the right and left, or rather top and bottom. Okay, so this goes like this, and I'm pretending there will be one here, so this would go like this. I'm going in the opposite direction here. So this goes like this, and this goes like this. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing this. Okay, so now that that is done, let's work on this. So here we are going to do this tangle called Eek. So it goes like, it's a very simple tangle. It goes like this, like the lowercase e. So make sure you don't touch this other end and make sure it's slightly wide. Okay, and let's repeat that on the other side, and this time we're going to go between the two e's on the opposite side. Okay, so let's repeat this on the other side as well. So we start making these e's slightly wider and make sure you don't touch the other end. Okay, so here it is all done. Oh, I like the way this is looking. Now let's add something simple here. So we're gonna do probably a simpler version of Sandbeez. So I'm just giving a very fine aura line here, like this, along the string that we created. Okay, so now here I am going to start off with adding our beads like this. Okay, so here I am just going to pull out straight lines like this. So I'm going to do this all around. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing this. So here it is all done. I've added the short version of Sandbeez on all sides, and I like the way this looks. Now let's get to shading. So I'm going to start with the inner part, the inner section where we have Kiko. So I'm just going to go around this Okay, so we are just going to blend this now into this section here. So let's see. Okay, so I wanted to create that depth here inside. Now let's get to our corners here. I'm going to go back in and add black in that first half circle. So I will do that. Okay, so now here we're going to go over this border like that, and same thing on this side as well. So we're doing this on the upper side of the border. Okay, so I use my stub, I just gently blend this, and I make sure I don't fill this entire thing with gray pencil, but just on the upper side. So we're just blending that and making sure that it kind of gradiates and ends with white on the other end. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here for this band as well. Okay. Ooh, I like the way it looks now. The whole thing is glowing. Okay, so now here for on the outer side, we're just going to go along the circles, the beads like this. And we're just going to blend this out. Okay, so it's all done. I am just gonna add few things here. I think this is too white, so I'm just gonna add some simple additions like this, and then we're gonna sign our tile and journal it. Okay, yeah, that looks fun. Okay, so now let's put our initials and call it done. So, where do I put my initials? Okay, maybe I'm gonna put it inside this petal here, right there. Okay, so that is all done. Now let's journal this. So today's date is 10th of August 2021, and this is YouTube String Safari. Number 64, and this is okay, we started with Tangle Kiko, and then we went on to add Moonpie and Lanie, and then we added switching and Eek, and a bit of Sandbeez. Okay, so these were all the tangles that we've used for today's session, and there it is, all done.
Hope you had fun on this safari with me. I would love to see your creations. So head on to our Facebook group Zenbeez, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbeez. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at Sandhya or hashtag Tangle with Sandhya. I would love to see your works there, and I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use, and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamanistudio.com. On Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. India time, I host a Zentangle Mini Project on my Instagram Live on my handle at Sandhya. Join me there and let's tangle together in real time. To receive my weekly newsletter, click on the link Tangle Organizer in the description. Claim a free gift when you sign up and stay inspired and know about all the fun events that I'm doing across social media. It's time to comment now. So please comment below and let me know how you enjoyed this project because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. I shall see you next on Friday in our String Safari series. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.